left fog light. I just put in the front right one. It was fairly simple. That's how it looks. That's the running light. And here's the 2005 style. So I'll show you how that comes off, and here's the installation guide. So I'm just using a simple little credit card pretty much. You can use anything. I don't have any numbers, so it's a flat surface so it doesn't scratch the paint. And the idea is you want to stick this in and pretty much get this credit card over this lip here so that it unhooks. Once it unhooks, we have this, but I don't think you really even need this to kind of wedge it out. You can kind of just use your hand, and I'll show you how that works. So it helps to just line it up so you see where this hook is, and then push in slowly at first, and then start to use a little bit more pressure. So let's see if we can get this. It's can be a little annoying. It takes a little bit of fidgeting. See, okay, so it bent the credit card, so it's definitely trying to get a grip there. So it's one of those. It looks like I'm a little off on my aim. Let me try to readjust. So I lifted it up a little bit on this angle. Get in there. Now grab a towel and just kind of really push hard. It's almost like you're pushing against a wall, but just push pretty hard. And fidget while you're pushing, and there it goes, and it'll literally just pop out. So this is why I said you don't really need a lever at this point. It's just use your hands, and you can see the damage it did to the card. So you kind of have to put quite a bit of pressure on there to get that out. So once that little lever's off, I guess it has a second engagement. So just go in again, kind of just fidget with it one more time, and now pull out and towards you this way. And the cables will be here. So this part, it's a little tricky but pretty straightforward. Well, actually, let me turn the light off real quick. Hold on, guys. Alright, so you got 3 cables. This one is probably the easiest. You grab this outer plastic where you kind of can put your fingers here and just twist it around counterclockwise. And there's your first bulb. Your second bulb, you can take this one out 2 ways. You can either pull it out, but really the best way is to twist it, and I'll explain in a little bit why. Just twist that out and you're gonna get this blue light, so that then you know you're good. You can take this cable off of this track right there. And your last light, you do the same thing counterclockwise as the first one. So all 3 of them, you just go counterclockwise. Okay, so this one should then come out. There you go. All right, so now we have the old light is out. What I like to do at this point, I have a rag here with some with some cleaning, car cleaning liquid. Just come in and clean it up a little bit, because that's a lot of old grime that's been there for a while. If your car hasn't, never gets washed here, so take the time and just give it a good clean. It helps to have some soap or liquid on this just to get the dirt off a little bit. A lot of little corners in here. If you really want to do it right, you can use a boar's head brush to detail in here, but it's not that necessary. Alright, so now you have the new light, and what you're going to do here is you're going to take off the orange bulb. So this one stays out. You're going to take out the white, this white bulb here has a little lever, so you want to push down on this back part, and you're going to see you can lift the lever there. Once that lever lifts, you kind of have to fidget. It helps to have 2 people to do this. You fidget this one, so push down and then fidget this one out. That's going. There it goes. Okay, so there you go. I just disengaged it. You can do it with 1 person, but it helps with the second. And then this one, okay, all you have to do here is take out the blue bulb. Literally take it out like one of these Christmas style lights that used to be on your Christmas tree. Just take that thing out, okay? So this is what we have removed from the car, these 3 bulbs. And I'm gonna give this cable a quick clean too. Just brush clean, nothing too much, but whatever. It's pretty dirty, nasty stuff. All right, now grab the longer cable and pass it behind this interior column, okay? And we're almost done now. So now we're gonna go ahead and start connecting the new light. Again, it helps to have a second person do this, but I'll show you. It's doable with one person. Okay, so this first one is pretty straightforward. You just grab it, and then you can line, there's only one way to line it up, so you just put it in and give it a little twist. It's like maybe a 20% twist. That's it. Then your second one, which you've wrapped around this interior column, it has these little metal kind of barbed wire like looking connections. So you want to now grab and look at the color of the wiring, okay, on this one. Match the brown with the black, okay? So you just plug it in, just like your Christmas style light, and match the brown with the black. Now this one, it just is like there's no locking mechanism on this one, you just plug it in. And then the last one, again, you match the brown with the black, okay? They should have made the coloring system a little bit easier. There's too many colors on all these wires, but if you match the brown with the black, you'll be fine. So here you see the black wire, and I'm matching it with this brown one, okay? And the clip, see this little ridge right here? You want to clip that one on the top. It's kind of helps you guide. Okay, and then give it a nice push, and a little bit more. That's good. All right, so now we got all 3 of them connected. So if we did this right, it should work. Oh, one last thing. So on this first one, when you connect the metal, you just can plug it into this slot, line it up, and then twist it this way. All right, so now lights on, all the cables are connected, everything's tight. I'm just making sure this middle one's cooked, everything's tight. Take the plastic off. This part's fairly straightforward. Just guide the cables in. Now you want to latch this kind of at the end there, kind of like a wedge, and then push it in. Let me make sure I'm doing this. Yeah, looks good in there. Okay, and then push it in. Use a little bit of force, I think. Okay, what did I do? Push this guy. Oh, okay, so I was pushing in too much. So guys, don't push it in too much that way. Just kind of be gentle, just like put it straight, but just make sure that little corner latches in. And then the final step is a gentle tap, and that is it. It is as good as new. Give it a nice little wipe down. And there it is. That's the installation. That is how to install the daytime fog running lights on a 997.1. This is the 2005. I gotta tell you, in person, it looks awesome. This new tube style bulb setup is really nice, and I highly recommend it to all you guys out there. So thanks for the time and enjoy. One last thing, guys, is the wrapping that came on the new lights. You can go ahead and put them on your old lights and just protect the plastic. The plastic will protect the headlight there. So when you store them, they don't get scratched up. Nice little tip.